Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Nicked it back promptly. Looking for the run. Seedorf. That's an imaginative pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Thuram makes the interception. And he's forced to go back. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they? Well, Gullit has got himself a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a start, free kick and a dangerous bullet! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Gullit certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Pelé, looking for options for movement. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He is through here. That is lovely. And that has been clubbed away. And they're quick to get it back. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And this is Pele. He's onside. Pele with the cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Caceres. And the pass is intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gullit. Messi. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Vitinha conjures time and space where few can. 30 minutes gone. Messi. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Ibrahimovic. Pele.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And this is Pele, and the shot! And it's a goal! First blood drawn. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, this looks sharp. Edmilson. And that has put paid to that.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out. Vitinha. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And here's Gullit. Passing is crisp and sharp. Seedorf does really well to win the ball there. Jisung is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Vitinha, quality ball.
There will be one.
This looks promising, and he whips it in. Defending of the desperate variety. Is there any support? And the shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are sore. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second. It's Ibrahimovic! No mistake! The second half sparks straight into life. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Substitution on the field, number 23.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Ibrahimovic.
We have got ourselves a game here.
54.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response.
Great chance! It is a fantastic goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's Dembele. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Thuram. That's Vieira. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Vieira. Oh, it's a great ball here. Dembele! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Bellingham getting this one clear. Vitinha, little pass back. Roberto goes for the shot! And now they can clear their lines. Thuram. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Toure cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Maldini calmly anticipates. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Owen. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vitinha, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Vieira. Passing nice and neat. Vitinha. And this is Owen.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Good ball over the top. And it's Yaya Toure. He's on it, can he get away? Roberto Baggio. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Gullit looks to get on the end of this. Owen. Owen going face to face with his great rival. The ball has bounced loose now. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Tries to pass it through. Araujo wins the duel this time. Hullet looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Hullet. Out towards the flank. Place it in low. And here comes the corner.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Baggio with the short one. Caceres. Played out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Added time.
And it's Guardiola. Hullet. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's Owen. Roberto Baggio. That's Guardiola.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Lahm. Now it's João Pedro. Can he finish? In he goes again, and it's come back out to him. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Arsenal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Well, when it comes to strikers, Peter, you're not going to get much better than this man, Eto'o. Fast, strong, energetic.
And of course with a medal collection to prove it all.
Yeah, and another outstanding quality of his is leadership. He's such a respected character on and off the pitch, and never one to shirk his defensive duties either.
That's a nicely weighted pass. And that's a goal kick. Beckenbauer. Passing is crisp and sharp. Iniesta. Now it's Del Piero. Goes for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Pelé going face to face with his great rival.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And that is a little undercooked. Lahm has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Well read, nice interception. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has found the way through. Back into the middle. Maldini. Ball played for Nesta. And it's Beckham. And it's Lahm. He's shifting through the... He's tried one! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Caceres. Vitinha can see things others simply cannot. He's going to be disappointed with that. Iniesta. Lahm.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Beckham. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to play it through. Pelé. Now, can they get him away? No, no way through. Threads one in. Delivers the ball. Oh, shooting chance! Beckham. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Eto'o. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's the chance to counter. Mbappe. Here's Vitinha. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Picked out brilliantly. And he welcomes it in. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And pull it! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Lahm. Looks to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And the first half is done. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Hello everybody, and please
And
join
we are
me
up
in
to the
wishing a
break.
happy
What an
wedding
end to the half,
anniversary for one
Peter.
of our fan
A
club
lot of the
members.
best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And it's Hullet. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Nesta. Beckham. Beckenbauer. Played back in. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. João Pedro. Here's a chance! And here's Beckham. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. He's gone for goal! Wonderful from Del Piero!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That's the throw.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Messi. Gives it back. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's a threatening ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, that is one way to stop him. Vieira. Luis Suarez. And this is Hullet. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Great vision. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Pass somewhat off target. Lahm tries to pass it through. Fires it in low. Cruyff. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Cruyff. And it's Hullet. For Messi. Can he get on the end of this?
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And the pass is intercepted. 75 minutes played. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Shoots! Now that is commitment to the cause.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Lahm can get it clear. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Rijkaard. That's a little off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's found a way through. It's a good ball out wide. Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 23.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 13, Nesta. Coming on the field, number 17.
It's a sharp little
Petri.
ball here.
Number 4, Cannavaro. Substitution in
It is
progress.
looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Lahm. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well played. Caceres. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 extra minutes added on.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Great defending, strong and determined. Iniesta. Probing pass. Good ball over the top. Del Piero! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Barcelona appear to be going with a 3-5-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the formation that was once the staple diet of the Italian game and still holds its place. To be honest, Peter, had I gone on to be a coach, this would have been my preferred setup. I think it can service many different approaches, and it could add numbers quite quickly at either end of the pitch. With the right talent, this can be a thriving structure.
Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo and is appreciated.
Takes a shot! Nedved was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Pelé. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Pelé. Oh, it's Dembele. Now, what about a counter-attack? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Park Ji-sung. Still goalless. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Searching pass he's played there.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Pelé. Pelé. Vitinha can so cleverly bypass the press. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
A chance! And again! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Vitinha. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Puskás, and that's gone loose. Tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rijkaard clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Pelé is in a really good position out wide. Chiellini. Guardiola. Now it's Puskás. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Vitinha. Messi. That's Vieira. Vitinha. Rijkaard. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Dembele. Pelé. Dembele in acres of space out wide. Cruyff. Pelé. Guardiola. Ambitious ball here. Park Ji-sung looking to get on the end of this. And it's Cruyff. Nicely spread. Drilled in low. And he was alert to it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nedved. Great vision. Can he finish? And he's done it!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Gullit. Strokes it back, and they win it back again. Short changes him with that pass. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you're just back from your break, you've been... And the finish! Contact was certainly crisp, didn't quite come off.
Yeah, he's the sort that can make the most difficult look quite easy, but that definitely wasn't his very best.
He rises! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Pelé certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Can he get it through? Look at the space here. Bullet! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it.
And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know...
Oh, what a mistake! And it's Gullit. Messi could try cutting inside here. Messi's cross. Oh, shooting chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Now it's Nedved. No, that's been intercepted. And the counter is on. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's picked it up out wide. Just eases him off the ball. Pele. Ball is over the line.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9, el dorsal 10,
Caceres.
el dorsal 7,
And it's Rijkaard.
el dorsal 11, el dorsal 13,
Vitinha.
Chiellini. Serán sustituidos por
Vieira,
el dorsal
who does
23,
have an assist to his
el
name.
dorsal
And
19,
this is Puskov. He's had a shot! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
It's Lewandowski! Superb from Lewandowski! A finish right from the top draw. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And this is Hullet. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. That's the keeper's ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Darwin. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for options for movement. Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, well played, well played. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nedved to Totti. Park Ji-sung played it early. Vieira. Cruyff. There will be 4 extra minutes. Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio with the cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
A probing pass. Chips it through. Lewandowski. Maldini wins the duel this time. And time is up. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Pullet claiming the Man of the Match award. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, we just know, of course, what an excellent chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Plays it in low. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Pelé. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Messi!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's being urged to shoot. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini. Vitinha. Shifted it to the flank. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Michel Platini. Aimed beyond the defence. Showing good feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pelé. Messi, very much a man of this moment.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
He can run onto that. Oh, well played. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And he's managed to get... Oh, what has happened here? Vitinha, Messi, and the counter is on. Platini. Oh, that's a key interception. Platini. And that's a dangerous ball. Messi. Vieira. Pelé. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Platini. He's shifting through the gears here. That's good play. Chance, surely! So what can they make of this? Vitinha. "30 minutes gone. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Pelé! Vitinha can see things others simply cannot. Araujo gets over and intercepts. And it's Michel Platini. Now it's Pelé. Now this could be... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Dembele! Dembele! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture-book goal.
That's just downright fabulous, both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. A case now of complete control. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Platini knocks it into space. Vitinha, and now the breakaway. It's a promising position. He is through here. Pelé. And the first 45 minutes are up. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Now it's Hullet. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Pele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pele, decent chance! In for the pieces! And it's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying it.
And the shot! It's fallen loose again! And it's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Turan. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. And this is Messi. Dembele. Dembele is flagged offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 18, il numero 8.
Puskás. Now, can they get him away? Nicely weighted ball. Shot could be on. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's an excellent interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries to play it through. Vieira has created one goal already. Hullet. Now it's Puskás. Vitinha. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, super ball! Puskás! Oh, taken with style! And that takes him up to 30. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when you add in the vision and creativity of a central playmaker, there's nobody else like him.
And here's Dembele. And it's Vitinha. Dembele. Oh, not quite on the same wavelength. Can he get on the end of this? It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira. Thuram. And the counter is on. And here's Hullet. And he welcomes it in. It's Dembele! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's heaved it away. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's a goal kick. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. And he's lost his... Bullet! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Dembele. Palmer. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Palmer. Messi looking to get on the end of this. And this is Ribery. Look at this. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's following up! 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Great defending, strong and determined. Great vision. That is a great pick out. Cleared without complication. He's got away. Lovely bit of skill. Messi. He's having a go. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Simons. Porto finding their passes. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. That's a good ball out wide. Porto upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it.
And he shoots! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Palmer deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Porto with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vitinha, Gullit is onto it in a flash. And it's Vitinha. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, that's superb. Oh, good take. Big chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Suarez. Picked out brilliantly. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Ribéry. Simons. Shoots! It's in!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Porto have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
The less said about that pass, the better. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, it's Dembele. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Distributed tidily. Xavi Simons quietly revving up. And that is as far as they're going to go. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now this could be a chance. Vitinha. Now it's Pelé. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Right card. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Played out towards the right wing. Now he's got space here. Takes a shot!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And this is Pelé. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Xavi Simons, who's set up one goal so far. Ribéry going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Luis Suarez. Palmer. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Messi. And this is Messi. There's the shot! It's a loose ball. Czech herring after the ball here. And he was quick to react. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Dembele. And this is Messi. Hullet. And a chance! Sticks it away! And with the match slipping away, they have pulled themselves off the canvas. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 11. Luis
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 10.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Número 21. Está acontecendo uma substituição.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Owen. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Kagawa. Now it's come to nothing. Kagawa is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Owen, looking for options for move. And the finish! Oh, it's come loose. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's Gattuso. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played. Vieira.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. You can run onto that. Czech gets his hands on it. And there goes the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for...